Hello. It is Tuesday. You guys know this is like my favorite day of the week. Oh, and I have special guest Hero with me today. He's with me every day, but he's here now. Tuesday training, you guys, and it is a brand new catalog. Like, just take all my dreams and put them into one place. It's right here. We have so incredibly much going on. So today I wanted to take a little bit of time, take a Tuesday training out to maybe focus on something a little different. You with me? Stay with me. Okay. As I've been chatting with fellow consultants, literally just within like the last couple of days, because we have so much going on, we have so much happening, right? We've got our brand new catalog just dropped. We got the news about our join incentive this month. So that is anyone who joins August 1st to the 31st, and they earn shooting star, which is 500 PRV in their first 15 days. They earn the shooting star enhancement kit for free. That is over $300 worth of products, right? So that's an amazing incentive to join this month. I wish I could go back and rejoin just for that reason. But I can't. So we've got that happening. We also have our incentive period that has officially started. Hello, who's going on the boat with me? We're going to go to Alaska. Me, right here. I love, I want to say all whales. All whales. I'm a whale person. I just love them. They're like my spirit animal. I don't know why. I've never met one, but on my bucket list, specifically orcas, or, you know, people call them killer whales, whatever. They're orcas, but that has always been on my bucket list. And like Disney Plus has amazing National Geographic and some of their own videos too about whales and all that. I love it all. So this Alaskan cruise is like calling to me, like a siren of the sea, right? Like, Jacqui, earn me. That's what it's telling me right now, because that's like my bucket list. So I'm very excited about that. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Kylie. Welcome to Tuesday training. Okay, so we've got all this stuff happening, right? And we know that we've got our harvest collection, which is like our fall stuff, Halloween stuff, that's going to be coming on September 1st. Some of those things are delayed, so if you didn't see that, go back and check in the group, or you can also check your news tab. You'll see it there as well. But that's a lot, right? And for some of us, for those of you who, Ashley's excited for fall, winter too. Yeah, me too, baby. For those of you who maybe are just joining, you're like, oh, this is so cool. There's so much to learn, right? And there is. And it's awesome. For those of us who, like, I'm going on 10 years this year, you guys. In January, 10 years as a consultant. Can you believe it? Still doing the darn thing. Can you, oh my gosh, my tummy is growling. I must be hungry. Hold on. I need my sweet tea to get me through. Okay. But this is not my first catalog transition, right? This is not my first rodeo. And even I know what I need to be doing, the steps that I need to do, right? Like, I have my own little, you know, kooky way of doing my stuff, which you guys know I share a lot of with you guys. But with all that being said, I still am finding myself like having this feeling of, oh my gosh, there's so much to do. Oh my gosh, there's so much to do. And yeah, Jacqui has a lot of anxiety, so a lot of it is all up here. And I know this and I recognize that, but at the same time, it's still like a little intimidating. I'm so sorry, Ashley. I'm so sorry. I do I can repeat those top 3 bring back my bar scents. Where's my little There's my little notes. Hold on. I got you covered, Roxy. I got you covered. I just gotta uncover my notes. All right, so we won't yet know the winners of the Bring Back My Bar, but we do know, because they revealed on the end of month live, the top 3. Oh, Kylie, you love ghostly greetings. Huh. Good to know. Let me make a note of that. I'm not gonna lie, that is not one of my favorites. So I am I'll make a little note of that. But they did tell us the top 3 winners of Bring Back My Bar. And those top 3 are Shimmer, Blueberry Rush, and Grape Granita. So Shimmer, which we had in the body line not too long ago. I don't think it was too long ago. It's very light, a little bit of floral. I want to say like jasmine or something. Like, it's more of a softer feminine type of a scent. Best way I can describe it. Blueberry Rush is, it's a pretty strong blueberry fruity scent. And Grape Granita is like grape bubble gum. That's it. It's really grape. It's grape. Yeah. So Shimmer in the wax form, yes. So you're familiar with it in the body line, yeah. In the wax, it's even better. I will say though, I personally love like the really, really strong scents in my house. So Shimmer is one that like usually I'll save for like the bathroom or sometimes the bedrooms, just because it's a little bit lighter. And my personality, I like those big, bold scents. And I love those. But Shimmer is such a good one. Like, honestly, it's a great seller. When we had it in wax, I don't remember exactly how long ago that was, but it was really, really a great seller because people love that scent. So excited to have that one back for sure. And I know that a lot of people will be adding it to their Scentsy Club, and that always get my bar. Holding your bricks in your bars back. Yes, I know. Yeah, I want to be able to stand outside in the driveway and be like, oh, I'm warming sun-kissed citrus today, right? Like, that's, yeah, I love that, by the way. Anyway, so, and we've got Bring Back My Bar, right? Of course, it's not happening until January, so we do have time for that. But as you can see, there's things and things and things and things and things and things and things. And sometimes that just can literally paralyze you with an overwhelming fear of, what do I start on? What do I need to do? Where should I focus? Squirrels everywhere. It's like a whole room of squirrels happening. So that's what I wanted to kind of talk about today, was ways and tips that I know I find of kind of bringing a little bit of calmness to the anxiety or the overwhelmingness of everything that's happening, and feeling like you're behind or you haven't done this yet, so now everything's thrown off and blah. Like I said, you guys know I'm open with everything, pretty much everything. But I do suffer from really high anxiety, and so one of the things that really kicks my anxiety into gear is lack of structure. I am a structure gal. Like, I thrive in structure, which, as I think about it, is really odd because I also thrive in urgency. Really weird. And that just is because, like, when I worked in the ER at the hospital, I was there for 8 years in the ER. We were a level 1 trauma. Well, they still are. I'm not. Level 1 trauma center. So we saw everything from like, I have a cough, to, oh my God, I chopped off my arm today. Crazy, right? It is not for everybody, but I will tell you that, like, that sense of urgency and boom, 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 boom. I thrived in that atmosphere, which is probably why I was in there for 8 years. So it's really weird. Maybe I contrast myself with structure and urgency. I don't know. But needing that structure gives me an ability to calm my anxiety, to have a clear plan of what I'm doing and how to get it done. So I'm going to share some tips with you today of how I do that. Doing happy mail samples today. Yay! Yes. And gotten new customers. Ashley, girl, I see you. I see you. Okay. One of the best ways to calm that anxiety or calm that overwhelmingness, is that a word? I don't know. Maybe it is, but it is now. Overwhelmingness of everything, of where to start, where to begin, what do I do? Make yourself a list. I know, it sounds simple. You're like, duh, who wouldn't make a list, right? Honestly though, make a list. And it can be on a Post-it note. Maybe it's, I use my Post-it notes for a lot of things. But take your Post-it note, top 3 things to accomplish this week, right? And put your top 3 things on there. So here, I'm gonna do it with you. I'm doing it with you. All right, top 3 things to accomplish. And because I'm going to make it a SMART goal, I'm going to give myself a specific date. I'm not just going to say this week. I'm going to say to accomplish by Friday. And the date is the 3rd. 6th? No. Today's the 3rd. I don't even know. August 3rd. 3rd is Tuesday, 4th is Wednesday. 5th. Okay, yeah, 6th. Okay. Making sure. Sorry, I didn't have any coffee or bone broth today, so math is hard. All right, so top 3 things. Oh, sorry, it's backwards. Top 3 things to accomplish by Friday, August 6th, okay? Top 3 things. Top 3 things, okay? Roxy's got my back. All right, so number one on my list. Here's what I've done so far, and I know I shared this. I can share the template. I can take my branding off of it if that is helpful for you guys. I am going to begin sharing a Canva template every single week. So for those of you who are not familiar with Canva or just learning it, or you're the person who's like, I am not good at that kind of stuff, Canva templates is, I'm going to make these things really like, you don't need any kind of creativity level, right? Like you can honestly like plug and play really is how I'm going for it. So that way it will really help you guys who you don't have the creative bone, which not everybody does. So it's not something to be ashamed of or whatever. You just, okay, that's me, accept it, move on, right? So with Canva, and again, you can use the free version. You do not have to pay for it. So you all know how I feel about those things. But you can get onto Canva, use the template that I'll share in the group, and then all you have to do is just make it yours. Maybe you just want to leave it as is. Leave all the wording and everything, because like I said, obviously everything that I post will not have my picture or my QR code or any of that, right? Or my name, whatever. I won't put any of that on there. So I'm not trying to make you guys recreate it. It'll just have some blank spots for you to fill in there. If you don't want to, if you don't have time, whatever, that's fine. It'll still be easy enough for you to go in there, save the design, and then you can print it out, use it however you want it. Whether that's putting it on catalogs, sticking it in your mail outs when you're sending that happy mail or the samples, right? Getting it in there, sharing it on social media, all the things. Because I want you guys to feel more confident in the things that you're putting out. Okay? So we'll go over that more. But it is a craft I will never fully understand. No, you just haven't understood it yet, Roxy. Yet. Okay? I did that Canva training, so you can always go back and look at that. I really did it from a beginner level. I'm shedding here. A beginner level. So even if you've never even touched the program before, I really make sure that I go over like, here's how to do this, here's how to make this, right? How to use a QR code, how to, you'll see on mine here, even though it's backwards, like my picture I've put in there. And what I've done is I've lowered the transparency. So it kind of like floats into the background, right? It's not like a big bright picture. So I show you how to do that. I show you how to change the fonts and move everything around, all those things. So hopefully that is helpful for you. So maybe it's one of those things, but for a lot of us, maybe you've started those things and you just haven't gotten there. So I'm not going to put that on my top 3, but what I am going to put down, because I feel that it is important, is getting the samples under the nose of my customers, right? Because as we say, Scentsy sells itself, but it can't sell itself if we aren't having people smell it. We want them to smell it. We do. Kylie's right. She's so good. Okay, so I'm going to say male samples. So that's my number 1, male samples by Friday. And to let you guys know how I'm doing that, you can do it a couple of different ways, right? If you guys ordered the new releases sticker set from the Scentsy Success store, right? Consultant store, you can definitely use those in the Google Drive that is here in this group. It's in the announcements. So go to the announcements. You'll see my Google Drive link. That is where I put things for you guys to use. So there's a whole plethora of things there for you to use. That's why I have that there. So I've got copies of like the product trading guide, I think, in there, the catalog for sure, fall and winter stuff. I've got the sticker sheets. So specifically, if you are getting those new releases stickers, I've got the sheets there. So again, all you have to do is download it, print it, and then put your stickers on it, right? Nothing else you have to do to those kind of things. So those are there. I did not get the stickers because I earned the incentive of last season, right? So I got, or you could have purchased them as well, but oh, look, there's confetti on my bars. I got the season sales kit. So because of that, I didn't want to spend an extra $30 in the consultant store when I'm like, well, I already have the bars, right? My business budget mind was like, well, I'm not earning PRV on that $30. Maybe I can use that for something else. So that's kind of how I work. So what I am going to do is, it's still hot. I know, it's August. It's still hot, so I am going to make felt samples, okay? But you don't even have to do it that far. You can just cut off small little pieces of scents if you've just got the scents, or if you've got the bars, right? You can do it that way. So you can do stickers, you could do it that way. If you didn't earn the incentive to get the kit, or you didn't buy the pack, you still can, but you can also just go to, here's a tip for you. You can go to the consultant store, and in the consultant store, you can buy the transition tester set, okay? You can buy the whole set of all the, and that'll have all the new scents. You can buy a full set of testers. You can also buy individual testers, okay? They're $1 for 5 testers. They're all the same scent though. So for example, you could go in there and say, okay, I'm gonna pick my top 3 or maybe even my top 5 from the new releases. What do I want, or what do I think my customers are gonna love? For me personally, number 1 is Blue Sage and Tonka. This thing has, oh, it's stolen my heart. So you could go in there and you could order just the individual testers. You'll get 5 of Blue Sage and Tonka, and you could send, you'll get 5 of those for $1, and then be able to send those out. That's not a huge expense, right? So that's something that's a little bit easier maybe on the budget. You still won't earn PRV on that, but it's a small enough dollar amount that I wouldn't stress about that really. Yes, and so for felt, there we go. Kylie's got a great idea. Or that she's doing, right? She just went and got a yard of felt, probably from her local craft store, Walmart, wherever, and she's cutting it up to make samples. Boom, boom. I know one of the directors in Bliss, one of my good friends, Cassie Baker, when I think it was last month or maybe the month before, I want to say when we were doing Bring Back My Bar, she had asked her husband to go get some felt. He went to the store and he was like, oh, I'm going to totally hook her up, right? And he got her like this huge like felt blankets, okay? So bless her heart, she's like, oh, honey, you tried. But she made lemonade out of lemons, right? So she and her kids sat down and they just like Kyla said, just sat there and cut strips and cut into triangles and used that and dipped it into the wax. Boom, felt samples. That's how you do felt samples. So you can totally do that. Yes, Ashley, you can do that in the consultant store. Like I said, look for individual testers and then you get to pick which ones you want. There's a drop down and it'll say what scent. Like I said, all 5 will be that 1 cent. So you'll get 5 testers of that 1 cent. So depending on how many you want to feature, maybe you just want to do the top 3, $3. Pick 3 different ones. You can send that to 5 different people. Boom. All right, so mail samples is number 1 on my list. That's what I'm going to focus on for this week, mail samples. So that means I got to make them and I'm going to mail them. Big things. Okay, number 2 is to, I'm going to say mail thank yous. My number 2 is mail thank yous. So, I do follow up using the Amy app. It connects to your workstation. I absolutely love it. That's my follow-up jam. While I do that, I also will send those messages or what have you when someone purchases. But at the beginning of every month, I go back and I pull my order history from my workstation. I'll usually sit here at the computer and do it. Sometimes I'll do it at the dining room table. I've got my iPad or even my phone. I'll sit there and pull it up from there and just do it at the dining room table. But you can use any kind of a thank you card that you desire. You can go anywhere, buy thank you cards. Anywhere, any price. You can go to the dollar store. You can hit up Wally World. You can go to Target. You can go to Amazon. I don't care where you go. You can go. And somebody will have thank you cards. Guarantee it. Mark my words. I will grab off of Amazon because I get coupons. I got these little, they're just cards. They're just front and back. I think they're 4 by 6 size is what I usually get. I think it's 4 by 6. It doesn't tell me in here. I could look it up in my shopping history. These are just 4 by 6 cards. It just says beyond grateful. Thank you for your order down there in the corner. And again, this is just, it's not even like a open card, right? It's just a front and a back. It's like a postcard. So in the back, what I do is I take my handy dandy Sharpie and I just write a little note, you know, hey, great choices on your wax when you ordered that 3-pack of whatever it was, right? I cannot wait to see what, or where you've put that new warmer. And I usually will try and make it very specific, right? So I'm looking up their order and seeing what did they purchase. And then in here, I'm making it personal, right? Maybe they got the washer whiffs and I'll be like, oh my gosh, you're going to love pink cotton and washer whiffs, whatever it is. I can't wait. Let me know what you think about your laundry when you do it next time, right? And I just put that little note on there, sign my name, put it in a card, right? And all that, put it in an envelope rather. It takes one stamp, you guys, to get that in and out the door. So what does that do for your customers? You may be sitting there thinking, going, who cares about a handwritten note, Jacqui? Let me tell you what your customers do, because it's going to make them feel recognized, acknowledged, like they did something huge, right? And they did. I don't care if they ordered $10 worth of something. I don't care if they ordered $1,000 worth of something. They're still going to get a handwritten card from me every single time again, every month I do this, right? I will handwrite those cards. So nothing fancy about how I do it. It doesn't have to be a fancy card. You could even make something on Canva or whatever program you want. Maybe one of the first designs I'll do is a thank you card. Oh, okay. Note to self: make a thank you card. See if I don't write it down. So I will share that template this week because we talked about it. Oh, I just dropped my list. I'm gonna need that. Oh, goodness gracious. My handwriting is beautiful. Aw, it's not pretty on here, but thank you. I'm a little, you know, OCD about stuff, so. I was the girl who used to practice my handwriting growing up. So, yeah, I'm weird like that. Okay. But lovable. Weird, but lovable. Okay, so I'm going to mail my thank yous. That's what I'm going to do. Again, nothing fancy, nothing crazy. So go to your local Dollar Tree, wherever, grab yourself some thank you cards, make them up or print them out at home, whatever. Sit down and handwrite some messages to your previous customers, your previous month customers. So maybe it's everybody you ordered in July. Handwrite them a little note. Make it personal. Even sometimes too, when I'm doing follow-up thank yous, if I either have noticed it on Facebook or maybe I'm like, I think I'm friends with them on Facebook. Let me take a quick look. I'll even go to their Facebook and see like what's going on in their life, right? People usually will post about what's going on in their life. So like the last month when I did this, a lot of kids were graduating, right? And they were going through all of the things with graduation. So a lot of my notes, I would look on Facebook and I'd be like, oh my gosh. And by the way, Kennedy looked amazing in her graduation pictures. Just love those, right? It's that touch of personalization that your customers are going to be fiercely loyal to you because you're doing it. And is it going to take a lot of time? No. Is it going to take a lot of money? No. Okay? These are things that you can do no matter what your budget is. Okay? And these are things that I promise you, if you are consistent in doing those things every single month, you are going to start to see those repeat customers. You are going to start to see customers who are maybe sharing your pictures more on social media. You're going to maybe see customers who are even tagging you on social media, right? You're going to be able to really hit a chord with those customers. And I will tell you that a referral is worth $1,000, right? Not literally, right? But you know what I mean, right? When somebody says, hey, you should order from this person, that's gold. That's gold. You can't buy that, okay? And you can't fake that. You got to work for that. But these are ways to do that. Oh, Kylie, you're so funny and sweet. Thank you. All right, so number 1, I'm going to make my samples and get them out. Number 2, I'm going to write and mail my thank yous for July, okay? Number 3, what's another important task that I want to get done by Friday? What's another important task I want to get done by Friday? I'm going to do that. I'm going to get thank yous out. I'm going to say I am going to reach out to 10 people about shopping links. Now, use this for whatever you want. My number 3 right there. Reach out to 10 people about shopping links. So what that means is that is me working on booking parties, right? I do try to avoid the 4-letter word, even though it's 5, word of party, because, right, people are sometimes like, they cringe when they hear that party word. Because there's, they've probably done or hosted or seen a whole lot of different parties on Facebook over the years, right? And so a lot of them are like, yeah, no, don't sign me up for that. But what I really like doing is when I am either having a conversation, reaching out for a thank you, even sending out like my catalogs, and my catalogs are only going to my customers. Everybody else on my mailing list gets a product list, by the way. I fold it up so it fits into, and you can use any envelope. but I get like these, I call them the bill envelopes because bills are usually this size. They're just called a number 10 envelope. You can get them anywhere. Y'all know this. I just get some in colors off of Amazon because, hello, I just shop on Amazon. And usually I grab them when they're on a good little sale or a little prime discount. But I just use these number 10 envelopes. Again, I just fold it up so it fits in there. Maybe stick like one felt sample. Again, one stamp to get that out the door, okay? So everybody else on my mailing list gets that. My customers, specifically my more recent customers and my Scentsy Club people, they actually get a catalog. And that's just because it's just kind of how I've kind of listed out my customer base, right? Those of you just getting started, your customer base is maybe a little bit smaller, right? I've been doing this, again, 10 years in January, people. So I do have a lot of people on my customer list, not people who order every single month, but people that I don't want them to drop off the map, right? So those are the people getting product lists, maybe a felt sample or two, always sprinkling in a little bit, confetti in there, right? Whatever. And usually it will also include maybe a little flyer. Again, I print these on regular paper, people. This is how fancy I get at my house. But it's very light and it doesn't add any weight to anything that I'm mailing out. I do a lot of mailing, right? And I really love things that I can do with one stamp. So I can throw this, a product list, a felt sample, into that number 10 envelope, write their name or print it out on stickers, put a stamp on it, boom, get it out the door. Not spending a crazy amount of money. Yes, Dollar Store has them too. Yes, Scent Events. I love that. So what I do though is I will tell people instead of the party, but Scent Event is great too. I was calling them Scent Socials for a while. That's fun too, right? Just think of fun, creative things. But what I will do is when I'm saying thank you or connecting with them online in a message or what have you, on my Amy templates, it's already written in there, and it says the new obviously it's talking about the new catalog, and it is usually saying something like, I'm loving this new catalog. I know you will too. Plus, it's a great time to start getting in some more of the new scents, specifically the fall and winter. I'd love to go ahead and set you up with an exclusive shopping link. We can keep this open for 3 months. You can continue every time you order, just order through your own link on my website. It's going to just have your name on it. And if you have people who you know might be interested in Scentsy or love Scentsy too, give them your link, because then you're going to be able to earn free and half price Scentsy just by sharing a link. Are you in? Or rather, I guess it says, do you want me to set it up? And I will tell you, when I use it that way, usually 7 out of 10 people will say yes. 7 out of 10 are usually saying yes to that. Now, does that mean that I'm going to have 7 amazing, like $500+ parties? Maybe, maybe not though, right? But that's okay. The whole point is setting them up, making it easy for them, and doing it in a way that's easy for them to share. Okay, so they're able to quickly share a shopping link. They think it's cool. They've got this exclusive thing, right? And yes, it is exclusive to them, because when they hit that $200 mark, you and I know as consultants that means that they now have hit host reward, right? And that's when I will reach out and say, oh my gosh, your shopping link, guess what? Guess where you are right now? You've already earned X amount of dollars in free Scentsy and at least 1 half price item. What would you pick out of the catalog? And then I'll usually say at that point, do you want me to leave it open longer, right? Or do you want to go ahead and close out this link and we can start a new one? Right? That's building that excitement for those customers. And again, it's easy. It's something they don't have to think about. It's no negative connotation of party. Okay, they're not getting that anymore. And the clear mailers, yes. You know what? Honestly, it's really funny that you say that, They're on my cart somewhere. I have those. And I actually was just thinking about those the other day because I was like, I probably need to order more. Because I want to say I usually only do that and mail like a catalog in those mailers at the beginning of a new catalog. So this is like the time for me to do it. I don't know why I didn't think about getting those when I ordered last, but I didn't write it down. It doesn't necessarily go as a package. I remember that. I can use pirate ship and send it out that way. But I want to say when I did that last catalog change that I had sent a couple and I used pirate ship to mail everything out that is like, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? My holographic envelopes, things like that, right? Same thing that's like a package will go pirate ship. I want to say that I did a couple of those in those envelope mailers, the clear envelope mailers with a catalog and just confetti. Oh, and well, whatever it looked like last year, right? My little flyer there. But it was probably at least $3.50 on pirate ship. But I want to say I actually saved money because after I had sent like 3 or 4 of them, maybe just 3, I remember I stopped at the post office and I was running errands that day, and I actually went to the counter and had them do the postage. And I want to say it was cheaper. I want to say it was cheaper to have them do it. I don't remember by how much. I'll have to try it again though. I definitely will. But yes, go to your post office and ask them at the counter and just say, hey, I wanna go ahead and send this out. The least expensive. I don't need all the fancy certified shipping. You know, they'll of course ask you for all that stuff, right? Just tell them you just want the most inexpensive way to mail this out. What would that be, right? I want to say it was like $2 or under. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was cheaper that way. And that's how I ended up, I do remember that's how I ended up sending the rest of the catalogs that I was mailing out. So it had to have been good enough for me to say, I'm going to do it that way rather than use pirate ship. But if you're going to maybe do a little bit more in a package, maybe you want to send more felt samples or candy or I don't know, whatever else you want to send, right? Then pirate ship is probably going to be a good bet for you. But yeah, by all means, hit up the post office when you've got time, stop in there, have one with you and say, you tell me how much is this to send out, right? So they will tell you, and yeah, you may find out that it's even less money than pirate ship. Who knows? So this is how we're going to control the chaos. This is how we're going to, if you're anything like me, calm those anxieties of, oh my gosh, I feel like I have so much on my plate and I don't know how to tackle it all. Small steps repeated consistently lead to big results. I should make a t-shirt. Small steps repeated consistently lead to big results. So if you are finding yourself stuck, you're finding yourself overwhelmed, you're not knowing how to start, where to go, pick your top 3 things that you're like, by Friday, or maybe it's Sunday, that's the end of the week for you, whatever. I want to accomplish these 3 things this week. So put the other stuff aside, focus on what you've determined is your top 3. Oh, the cricket. Oh, the cricket. Okay. I'm totally getting a cricket for Christmas. Okay. And do this. And you may find that making your top 3 list every single week helps you be the most productive. You guys, this is why I plan. I mean, I know I digitally plan. You don't have to do it digitally, right? You can use your planner. You can use just your notebook, for goodness sake, right? My end of month, that's how I wrote everything down, okay? You use your notebook. Use whatever. Use a whole bunch of Post-its and line them up on the wall, right? Here's the top 10 things I want to get done this month, right? Take your Post-its. Use the wall space. Line it up. And then if you need to, move those Post-its around, right? Maybe it's like, oh, I had down here that I was going to reach out to my team members, but I really need to do that sooner. I see that they're asking more questions. So I'm gonna move that up to next week. Next week, I'm gonna reach out to my team members, right? You are your own boss. You are the one who gets to call the shots. You are the one who gets to figure out when things happen, why they happen, and how they happen. So make it happen, right? You have to do this for you. And like I said, maybe this is a really good starting point for you to kind of get into the groove and the motion of how you need to focus your business if you're working it consistently. For those of you doing this as a hobby, these things may or may not be that big of a deal to you, right? You're just like, yeah, I'll get to it when I get to it, right? No big deal. It's a hobby. For those of us, though, who are either looking to earn a certain amount of money every month, or looking to earn an incentive, for me, this is my full-time job, so kind of pays for the roof over our head, right? All the things, I need to make sure that all the things are getting done when they need to be done. So for me, to keep it simple, to keep it working well and concise, top 3. Every single week, top 3. Top 3. Normally I do it in my planner, but for today I wanted to show y'all how you can just use Post-its and you can organize your business, help slow down the chaos that's happening, because there's a lot of it. And you know what? There's no rule that says that you need to, okay, maybe you need to sit down and say, I need to focus on my business right now. And maybe Facebook is a distraction. It is for me a lot of the time. I'm not gonna lie, I will get caught up in a scroll super fast. So I will usually, because I try and set myself up, right? So I use like the Atomic Habits blueprint, right? So I take something that I like to do, let's say scrolling Facebook, right? And seeing what people are posting, or even Instagram. Instagram's usually more of it, but anyway, I digress. But I take those things and I actually, instead of letting myself just get lost in the scroll, I make the scroll my reward, right? It's like my carrot at the end of the thing. So when I accomplish these top 3 things, I'll be like, all right, Jacqui, you get 1 hour of pure scrolling. Pure scrolling. Go scroll. Go play some Angry Birds. Go play Words with Friends, whatever it is, right? Take some of those things that you like to do and make it a reward. And it doesn't have to be all top 3. Maybe it's just, okay, every time I accomplish one of these things on my list, I'm going to give myself 30 minutes or an hour of playing Nintendo Switch. I'm a big Animal Crossing fan. I haven't played in like 2 weeks and I'm already having withdrawals, but maybe that's what it looks like, right? So here's trying to tear up his Bugs Bunny that he got in his bark box last month. You get him, boy. You get him. Those are ways that you can help keep yourself accountable, keep yourself on track. And that's what we call, like, again, the Atomic Habits, right? So it's really tapping into that primal reward system. Okay, we do it with kids all the time, right? If you don't have kids, or if it's been a while since they were younger, right? You remember them going to school and having the stickers on the sticker chart. Who's to say that we, as adults, as business owners, can't have our own sticker chart? Are you kidding me? I would kill for a sticker chart. Here, you're knock on my desk. Okay? So, instead of stickers, though, make it something that you're looking forward to doing. Maybe it is spending time playing some fun games. Maybe it's spending time binging on Netflix. Who knows? But make sure that you're using it instead of saying, oh, I don't really feel like doing my work today. Make yourself do a part of it, right? Maybe it's one of these things. Maybe it's a piece of one of these things, right? Like my number 1, mail samples. Oh, that's kind of a couple different pieces, right? That's making the felt samples. That's printing out some stickers, or however I'm using them. Printing out the new releases sticker sheet, right? So maybe if you've got the stickers, but I am going to use my bars. I'm going to make my felt samples, and I'm using them, but you can use the rectangles too, right? I'm using my Scentsy little bar shapes, and then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to put them in bags, and I use glue dots, and I just stick them to the new releases page, right, that I've got, again, in the Google Drive that's in the announcements in the group. So here's a really great way to keep yourself accountable, to make sure that your business is getting the things done that you know or you want to focus on done every single week. Make this more into a SMART goal though, because I will tell you, it's a slippery slope if you just write something down and say things I want to get done. Get done by when? End of the month? By December? Right? Give yourself a SMART goal. Measure it, okay? Make it time. Give it a time constraint. You notice that I've put mine by Friday. By Friday, these 3 things need to be done. So when I'm ready to sit down and work, these are the things I'm doing. I'm not going to get squirreled, and I'm not going to get lost on all the other things. This is where I'm focusing. And I'm going to take my pen, and I will tell you, it is so satisfying to check something off of a list. I don't know about you guys. It's satisfying to me. I'm like, solving the world's problems over here, okay? So that is those are my best tips to combat the anxiety or the overwhelm or the chaos of trying to figure out where to start, specifically when we're at the beginning of such an amazing season. You guys, we have so much to look forward to. You guys remember that last month they told us we would have 60 LTOs by the end of the year. We are now down to 53 left. That's right. And we haven't gotten all of those so far, but they've shared with us that they're coming, right? That we know because end of month they shared with us that Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck are coming in August. Okay, if you missed that, they're coming in August. That's 2 LTOs, right? So they were knocking those out. So those are things that you really want to pay attention to. We have other things going on in this business, and LTOs really can be the cherry on top of your business. So don't necessarily focus on LTOs or count on LTOs to make your month. Do all of the things that you normally would for your catalog and working your business. And when those LTOs come, that's what I mean by those are the cherry on top sales. Those are the sales that were not guaranteed or you weren't necessarily focused on, right? Because you're focused on all the cool things in this catalog, right? New scents, all the things, right? So those LTOs, when you're getting those sales, it's like, oh, awesome. That just gets me even closer to my goals, right? Right. Okay. I know. All right, guys. I hope this has given you a little bit of inspiration, some motivation, and given you a great starting off point. So those of you who want to implement the top 3 things for, to accomplish for the week, or maybe it's just top 1, right? That's okay. Start small. Start small. Remember my t-shirt saying, right? Small steps repeated consistently give you big results. Was that what it? I don't know. I'll have to rewatch it. I don't remember my own quote now. So those are the things, right? Those are the things we're going to do to make a difference in our business and move forward every single week. And the more consistent you are in working your business, the more consistent you are in doing all of those small steps is what is going to get you to that incentive. That's going to get you to that monthly sales award, right? Every single month, every single one of us. I don't care if you started yesterday. Every single one of us has the opportunity to earn the monthly sales award every single month. The monthly sales award is 2,000 PRV. When you hit that, you actually earn an extra 5% commission. Now, for somebody who maybe just started yesterday, who's still an essential consultant, right? Not only is that going to get them to certified, so they're already going to get that pay raise from 20% to 25%, but you add another 5% to that, they're now going to get 30% on their sales. That, my friends, is an instant $600 paycheck right there. Right there. That's not even counting if you have a team, any team bonuses or anything like that. Okay? You want to make some money in this business? That's how you do it. Kylie's right. Yes, that's my girl. That's also 2,000 points towards your cruise. That's right. Every PRV, so one PRV, every single PRV that you do equals a point. You start doing that consistently, you're going to be on that cruise with me. We're going to be there. We're going to be watching the whales. We're going to be sitting on the balcony, watching the ocean. We're going to be doing all the things. All the things. So be there with me. All right? Let's do this. All right, guys. I will talk to you soon. Very, very soon. I have some fun stuff. Be watching your email because you're going to be getting your newsletter. And I will also share it in the group, too, for those who... I don't know if everybody checks their email, but either way, I'll be sharing it in the group as well. So I've got fun things in that newsletter headed out to you guys. And as always, peace, love, happiness. I love you all. Bye.